that turn, that.
Welcome to Certified Based, the common sense podcast where liberals crash out.
Good morning. This is Certified Based. I'm your host, Base Rudy. We got a great show for you this morning.
Welcome to the 100 Show. This is your host, your co-host, Atreo.
I wonder if anybody will get that reference.
Comment down if you got that reference.
If you got that reference at the beginning.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. So this episode, guys, is it's going to go different directions. You guys see the title. Maga, the scam we all fell for, including myself. I clearly fell for that scam. Hard, okay? Liberals are either they're going to like this episode because this is going to be us trashing on the MAGA movement, the right particularly, pretty bad today. Like, I think we're either going to sound like liberals. I think to liberals we'll sound like liberals. To people on the right, we're going to sound like they're gripers. You hear that? They're gripers. They're converted to gripism.
Gripis.
They're being paid by Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, you tell us what you think. We are probably going to make some adjustments to our intro music.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we're going to make maybe some, it's like the liberal adjacent conservatives.
What do you mean?
Like, we're going to make liberals crash out. We're going to make
Republicans
crash out.
Yeah, we're about to change our little thing. I think the show's instead of making liberals crash out, we're going to start making conservatives.
There you go.
Conservatives crash out is we're going to end up doing. I think liberals are going to like our show a little bit more. I don't know. What do you think?
They're gonna love this episode.
Oh man!
You guys see the thumbnail and title? You kind of know what we're going at.
Yeah, literally.
Before we get into that, though, it's a big day for us.
Yes, it is. It's
a big
fight day. It's
Yes.
fight day. JDM against Islam Makhachev.
Yes, UFC 322 is tonight.
JDM, come on, pull it out for us, man.
Please.
Come on, JDM.
I'm gonna say a group prayer for JDM today because
Yes.
we need him to knock out Islam Makhachev.
Yes.
Please.
We want the era of Khabib to end.
Yeah, man. It's like Islam. He's more exciting than some of these other guys, but still, it's like to me, it's more of the fan base that's really annoying.
Oh yeah.
Like Makhachev, he's skilled, he's good. Not the most exciting, not the best style, but his fans are just
Annoying.
yeah, they're awful. They're toxic. But so just to see him get knocked out, it'd be awesome. It'd be good.
Yeah. I'm rooting for JDM in this one. So yeah. So those are our picks for UFC 22 today. But I mean the weather, man, it got cold, and then all of a sudden I wore a hoodie, and I was like, I don't need a hoodie. It's hot. The high's gonna be like 85 today. And I'm like, oh my god, so much for it being November.
I know.
So
I'm
much for
wearing
it being November.
shorts today.
Yeah, I'm wearing sweats because I wanted to wear sweats, but I'm like, I don't know. I might regret that decision later.
Yeah.
So yeah, how's your week been?
It's been good. Pretty chill, not gonna lie. No, I've been like really inspired with like art wise and trying to create more stuff for the show. Like I don't want to spoil, but coming soon we might have some new stuff production wise, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, just trying to upgrade some stuff. Guys, we're at
Yeah.
80 subs. We're 20 away from 100.
Yes.
We're almost there. I feel like we could do it by the end of the year. We got about 6 weeks until the end of the year. I really feel like we can hit that 100 mark. That'd be awesome to hit 100 before the end of the
That
big
would
old
be sick.
2025.
Yeah.
But let's just jump straight into
let's
what
get
we're
to it.
talking about, man. There is a civil war happening on the right. Believe it or not, conservatives are crashing out at each other, and I think libs are loving this. They're loving it. They're loving us crashing out at each other because whenever Trump won last year, the culture shifted, and we're like, yes, we're gonna, the country's gonna become based again. And I feel like the culture has shifted. Still, like the culture did shift, and the country has become more based. But I feel like a lot of people that are in that based camp are like, wait, what are we doing? What are we doing? I thought we voted for mass deportations. I thought we voted for, America first. I feel like we've been hearing that term a lot. America first. Good evening. You're watching America First. You've been hearing a lot of that. And is it America for is this whole, because when MAGA, the whole movement was, guys, we're putting Americans first. That was the whole premise of the movement. Even back in 2016, that's why Trump was shaking up the establishment. We thought that Trump was a guy that was going to bulldoze the establishment, drain the swamp, right? The deep state, right? We're gonna put Americans first. We're gonna put Americans' interests first, right? And of course, because Biden being president, he wasn't really even president. Who knows who was running the country at the time? Because he was gone. He was already gone in La La Land. He was on some other planet. Okay, the economy's trash. Inflation's trash. Everybody's coming into our country. We have no idea who they are, committing crimes. Yeah, nobody can afford to live. Nobody can afford anything. And then all of a sudden, we got Trump coming back, which is still one of the greatest political comebacks from being, ousted out the way he was in 2020, January 6th, coming back in. They attempted to get rid of him literally twice. Still wins the election, wins the popular vote. And then a year later, here we are, and we're like, what's going on? Everything's still the same, or in some ways worse.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I remember in the 2024 election, like the 4 years we went through with Biden, and like the darkness of the time, if you were I guess conservative, but and then like the hope of like Trump running again, he's making all these promises, and like he's gonna get our inflation out of here. Everything's gonna be more affordable. We're putting America first policies. No more wars. We're getting out of all the wars.
Yeah, we're gonna end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. 24 hours, I'll have it done.
Mm-hmm. With Doge, we're gonna get to the bottom of all this corruption. We're gonna save the U.S. tax dollars.
Don't forget this one. The Epstein files. They're sitting on my desk, waiting to be reviewed.
The biggest one.
Where they at?
One of the JFK, the MLK, all that stuff. But we're almost a year into it.
Where they at?
And we deported people. That's good. He secured the border.
I feel like
that was the biggest thing.
I feel like the immigration, they're hitting it pretty hard.
And then they kind of dropped off.
Yeah,
he came out and made a speech that they're not doing no more mass deportations. So it's like his base, that everyone that voted for that, he just kind of like.
And he was even when everything else was kind of like the economy he was sucking at least that part, people were still behind him. You're like, we're still behind the mass people. We're behind getting people out of here that are not supposed to be here. I'm still behind that, but the economy, it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We're in debt. We don't have money, but we have money to support wars.
Yeah. I think all Americans, I think economy is number one for everybody.
Exactly.
And then I think deportation is right there, like with this administration.
Well, it's feeling safe, right?
Safe, yeah. There you go.
Feeling like you're safe in your own country. Yeah. Which part of that not feeling safe is the illegal immigration has contributed to people not feeling safe in this country, and that's what's important. The economy, safety. I feel like the cultural thing, the whole trans movement was important to people voting for Trump. That was a sleeper issue, believe it or not. A lot of people voted for Trump because of trans athletes and transing the kids, and I feel like the culture has shifted away from that in many ways, to the point where it's like we hear about it every now and then, but I feel like the country has become has kind of really become based towards that. They're like, yeah, that's stupid. Okay, but besides the fact of the culture, it's like okay, we got it seems like to me, so okay, we got the culture down. The culture shifted. We know where we stand. It's freaking flying here. We know where we stand as a country, really, as a culture. The majority of the country really has kind of become more based. Like, we're like, yeah, we don't want to trans the kids. This is stupid. If you want to be gay, great. Go do it on your own. Stay away from the kids. I feel like the majority of the country is like, all right, fine, whatever. But then I feel like now that the culture shifted, we're trying to, okay, the culture shifted. Let's focus on the things that matter now. Let's get to the economy. Let's get to work finally. Yeah. And I feel like that's not happening. And then it's like, okay, well, what are we doing? We don't have money, apparently. We're in debt, right? Apparently the debt keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, let's fund these wars, guys. Let's send money we don't have to these foreign countries like hey, Israel. Let's send all these. Just keep sending money over and over and over again. Money apparently we don't have, right? Because and inflation's still ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? You see why people are starting to question? Oh, you can't question that because you're an anti-Semite. You're an anti. Listen, this is one thing that's been pissing me the hell off about conservatives, and it is aggravating to me. Let me tell you this: if you're conservative and you're saying you're anti-Semitic for asking questions, guess what? I'm gonna tell you this: you're no different than typical liberal. You're no different. You're literally you've become what you've sworn to destroy. You become what you hate, really. In all honesty, you have, because we went from conservatives being called you're a Nazi, Nazi. Now it's like I feel like I'm hearing the word Nazi more from the right than I am hearing it from the left. I feel like people on the right are calling each other Nazi. Oh, you're a Nazi. Oh, you're a Nazi. You like the Holocaust. You're a Nazi. You hate Jews. Like what?
Yep. The right is acting a lot like the left right now,
Yep.
and we got receipts to show. We can start pulling those up now. Y'all are wondering
which one you want
what the Civil War? There's a lot.
Yeah,
we can get into.
And apparently it's like, now the right's like, we get to decide who's MAGA and who's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If MAGA is sending money to fund foreign wars and keep inflation up, I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay. I don't want. Yeah, you're not MAGA. Good. I don't want to be.
Yeah, and let's go back to Joe Biden. Like, I'm sure a lot of these, the conservatives on the right side of this poster, they were against Joe Biden sending money to Ukraine and funding all these wars. And then now all of a sudden, Trump's in office and we're doing the same exact
Instead
thing.
of Ukraine, it's Israel.
But yeah, exactly. And so yeah, this is kind of what inspired our episode today is, the internal civil war, I guess. It's not really a civil war, it's just the conservative base rejecting all the, the pro-war neocons.
Exactly. It's like, let's get to work on our country. What happened to America first? And then this is where you get alt-right and alt-left talking points. Like, for example, Nick Fuentes. This is why Nick Fuentes has skyrocketed. And I even said it. When Charlie Kirk was assassinated, this is the guy they're going to flock to. It's happening right now. People are saying, oh, Tucker and Candace are number one. They're the number one shows on the conservative movement, which they have a lot of good points. They are leading this movement. But here's the thing. It's skewed a little bit. It's actually not 100% true. It's not. If Nick Fuentes was allowed on every single platform, the dude would be number one by a landslide. He is the new Charlie Kirk. Like it or not, Nick Fuentes has filled that void in. There's a clip of him saying, oh, I impregnated Turning Point USA. A bunch of guys that are in there, they're all groypers. He's not wrong. He's actually telling the truth. I feel like a lot of young men in the Turning Point USA movement were starting to have questions about Israel, not completely groypers, but they were like starting to question like, hey, what's going on with Israel? And then Charlie Kirk was being bombarded by these questions of, okay, so we won the election, right? But inflation's still high. What's going on in Israel? Why are we sending all this money over there that we don't have, right? You just keep getting plummeted, and Charlie Kirk's like, I don't know. I don't know how to answer to this, right? And then Charlie Kirk himself, which has been proven by Turning Point USA, been verified. The text messages, right?
And Candace Owens.
And Candace Owens.
Don't forget.
I know. I was a little skeptical at first, but I was like, okay, we need the receipts, right? If it's true, we need receipts. But okay, it seems like we got receipts for that, right? He was questioning. He was going to leave the pro-Israel movement. He was going to shift. He wasn't going to become a groyper. He wasn't still on the Nick Fuentes camp. Okay. But he was starting to question as well. And I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you, Turning Point USA died with Charlie Kirk. The movement's done. It's over. It's never going to be the same. It's been hijacked by the pro-war party. It's become part of the establishment now. Part of the quote-unquote just normalized establishment. And I feel like Trump himself has been hijacked as well, and that's why MAGA's dead. It's been hijacked. You remember the Never Trumpers, right? Because he was disrupting Ben
Shapiro. That was all of them that are now defending Trump.
And now they love him to death.
But first, in the 2024, Ben Shapiro's all for Ron DeSantis. And I'm sure before, I didn't really pay attention in 2016, but what I've heard, he was never a Trumper.
Oh no, yeah, no,
And
no,
all
yeah.
of a
He
sudden,
pissed off a lot of conservative. He shook up the political establishment, not just left, but also guys on the right. You guys remember when he told Jeb Bush, it was during your brother's reign that the Twin Towers fell. What happened? The war in Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. That was your brother, dude. All you guys love war. You just love to spend money on wars. What are we doing right now with
yeah.
Trump in office? Spending money on foreign wars.
We got Pillachan commenting. These are some master debaters. Some of them, half the screen are master debaters, I guess.
Half the
Some of them don't want to debate.
They don't.
They don't wanna debate.
They sound like the left, guys. They sound just like the left.
But,
I'm not going to debate
yeah.
a Nazi.
So all of them, they're really just defending, keeping us in wars and funding this a foreign country, putting a foreign country before our own. Let's go down more of the tweets and these clips we have, because we'll just put it into perspective, guys. So this is
Oh well, here it
Nick,
is.
his take on it.
This is Nick right here.
This is civil war inside the GOP. America first versus Israel first. Christ the King versus Judeo-Christian, and free speech versus cancel culture. I mean do you think that's a good way?
He's 100% right on this, whether you like him or not. Do I agree with everything that Nick Fuentes has to say? Absolutely freaking not. Do I think he's a nut job in some of his talking points? Yes, I think some of his stuff
and this is what I was gonna say earlier. With the reason I feel like the reason Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens are on the top right now is because a lot of what they're coming around to, a lot of their opinions are similar to Nick's. That's why I feel like they had him on. But I think his huge base is like influencing these other people, and they're slowly.
But he had these talking points before they did. And that's the thing.
But that's why they're so popular now, because they're aligning more with.
They're
some
also
of his
not
ideas.
censored. They haven't been as censored as he has.
Yeah.
I feel like with how much censorship Nick Fuentes has
If
had.
he wasn't censored and if he was on all the platforms,
No,
he'd
yeah.
for sure be the biggest right
Oh
now.
yeah, he'd be number one. That's why I said Charlie Kirk was the number one conservative influencer when he was alive. It was the biggest he had ever been. He was the number one conservative influencer by a freaking long shot. He led a movement of young people to vote for Trump.
He's probably a big reason he won.
Yes,
election.
exactly. He not probably. He was. He was a big reason. And Trump won the young people's vote because of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk influenced Gen Z to vote for Trump. And now a lot of those people that were in that camp have realized, oh, MAGA's a scam. Why are we putting foreign countries before us? And now they've all flocked to this guy. Flocked to Nick Fuentes. They've gone even further to the right.
Yeah. And I would urge people that are like wondering, like, I think Dave Smith's a good source to understand the Israel. Like, he goes way back to like the whole.
And he's also Jew. He's a Jew himself.
He's a Jew. He's a libertarian, so he's kind of not in both camps. But he really opened my eyes to the neocons and like how it's really like a post and pre 9/11 situation. Like once 9/11 happened, that's kind of when the neocons really wanted us to get into war, to fight these wars in the Middle East, to overturn these leaders. And I just go watch some Dave Smith stuff, or even like the sources he like the books he read or whatever. But it really opened my eyes, like why inflation is so bad is because we're funding these wars that we can't afford.
Exactly.
And that,
it's not America first.
And they want to continue to do this stuff.
And again, going back to this tweet again, I 100% agree with Nick Fuentes on this. Yeah, whatever. That makes me a groper. Okay, great. I'm a groper. Whatever. Whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I don't agree with him 100%. So we're human. We're not going to agree on every single thing. There's a lot of stuff that Nick Fuentes says, and I'm like, all right, dude. Okay. And a lot of stuff he says is for the shock factor. A lot of people don't realize that. He says stuff. His show is like when us guys get inside a Discord party chat, Xbox chat, PlayStation chat, you guys know exactly what we're talking about.
His show is designed for our age group.
Yes. It's locker room talk in a podcast. That's literally what it is. And it triggers people. Just people don't understand that. When you're in a Discord party chat with your friends, you're playing video games with each other, this is literally what his podcast is. It's tailored toward our age group. And a lot of it it's funny. A lot of it's supposed to rage bait, and it's supposed to be funny rage bait. And a lot of it is funny. And people that don't understand it, like boomers like Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro, it triggers. And like, oh my God, he's a Nazi, he's a Nazi. And I'm like, dude, it's literally just, he's just rage baiting you. And you're falling for it every time. So again, like his whole, one of the things that he says, like I've ever heard of stuff on interracial marriage. I'm like, okay, it's a little much, man. I may disagree on some stuff there, but like I think there's a general agreement happening with him. Like guys like Tucker and Candace, there's a general agreement, and that general agreement is America really is America really first in the minds of our government officials? And it seems like, no, it's not. And that's what they're pushing back against. And then you're saying all these people, you're talking about this America first. What are you? You hate Jews? I'm like, what? No. Inflation is high. The economy's trash. Nobody can afford to live. That's what we voted for you to fix the economy. Fix it. What are you doing?
All right, let's move on to this clip.
What is this Hitler shit? I don't know. Anyway.
Oh my God.
When did it hit?
All right, let's give some context. All right, so this was at their like big old little Jew meeting. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know.
Talmud meeting?
Yeah. So just some context if y'all listening. Sitting senator just issued a violent threat to anyone thinking about running for office as a Republican. If you ever run for office as a Republican and you embrace this weird bleep, we're going to beat your brains out.
Wow.
So advocating for violence, all right.
Wow, that sounds like
If you don't support our ideas and you run in our party, we're gonna.
Wow, it sounds like bigotry. Wow, it sounds like a liberal.
Mm-hmm. Let's play it. We'll play it.
I just want to make it really clear. I'm in the Hitler sucks wing of the Republican Party.
Notice how they're Nazi Hitler. Oh, wow. You remember when the liberals are like, Hitler, he's a Hitler worshiper. Now it's
That's
like
another virtue signaling. Like, of course, everyone's gonna be an anti-Hitler party. So, okay.
What is this Hitler shit? I don't know. Anyway, here's what I do know. You can sit in a basement with weird people and say weird things. It's a free country, right? But if you ever run for office as a Republican and you embrace this weird shit, we're going to beat your brains out.
Okay. You're not gonna debate your ideas.
yeah, we're gonna shut you down. We're gonna censor you. We're gonna cancel you. We're gonna censor. I thought the Republican Party was for free speech. What happened? I thought we just we got to debate. We got to debate the ideas. We got to if they're bad ideas, we got to combat it with good ideas. Unless you're Nick Fuentes or Tucker Carlson or Candace Owens, then then we're just gonna shut you out completely. But we like ideas, guys. We like everybody to present their ideas. Unless you're them. Then no.
If you're an anti-Semite and you think because somebody loves
An anti-Semite means you're questioning Israel. If seeing babies being blown to bits and children and women and children being blown to bits in Gaza, if that moves your heart, you're an anti-Semite.
Okay.
Israel, their brain is wired, that means you got a brain. Nothing wrong with your brain. We will meet you on the battlefield of political discourse, and we will beat you politically.
Except you won't.
I want the world to know anti-Semitism, anti-Israel rhetoric, anti-Israel thought.
Do you feel like anti-Semitism is the new racist card?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's obviously coming from the right, but it's like how the left, as soon as you disagree with them, you're racist. But now the right's version for that, you're anti-Semite. That's like it's the new racist card. That's what it is. Even if you disagree on something that has nothing to do with Israel, you're an anti-Semite. I feel like I'm starting to hear that.
It is. Even just a slight question, just the littlest thing, you're like, oh,
yep,
anti-Semite.
Is not the road to being elected as a Republican. You will lose.
Guys, this stuff gets this kind of stuff gets Zoran Mamdani elected. Just letting you know.
Yeah, that's another thing we should discuss about, but
I feel like
it's
we might segue our
yeah,
way somehow into
yeah,
this.
we
One of
get
these clips will
into
get
it
us into
later.
this.
Yeah.
But just letting you know. But yeah,
So
go
we
ahead. Give
keep
your
we
thoughts.
just keep going.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, because there's we're just showing evidence of like the discourse happening on the right now, like, and it's mainly revolved around
It's around this
Nick
guy.
Fuentes.
He's
It all
making the
because
rounds.
it all
Shit
started.
around.
Let's go back when Tucker Carlson had him on his show.
Oh yeah, that was the
That was the
broke the
start.
internet.
Yeah, it did. Even though he was on a bunch of other shows, but when
Mm.
Tucker Carlson had him on, oh no, it's the end of the world. He had Hitler himself on, and they're doing the same stuff the libs are doing. If you can't platform this guy, you can't platform bad ideas. And like, I thought we were the free speech advocates. I thought
Yeah, I thought so too. I feel like you could say whatever you want, and it's like, okay, if you don't like his ideas, you combat his ideas with your ideas. I
Yeah.
feel like that's debating, right? That's what we're
Uh-huh.
supposed to do. But
and then
it's not.
and this word just makes it look so bad on them. It's just they're just name calling and spitting out false lies, bro.
You're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
You're doing the same thing.
That's what makes you look stupid. Like John, like we looked up to this guy.
Yes.
He was, he
I saw him
based,
literally
very
like 6
based.
months ago.
Yes. You want to read it?
Yes, the right is steadily being infiltrated by Stalin loving. Okay, Stalin loving.
Yeah.
There was like Tucker Carlson should have questioned, like not question like why are you saying that, but I'm like, okay, elaborate on that,
Yeah.
dude. Like why are you saying that? Like elaborate.
He
Because
said
when
he
you-
admires Stalin.
Yeah, I'm like elaborate on that. Why are you saying that? Like to me, like I would be like, okay, dude, like why? Like elaborate. Like there's gotta be a reason why you love Stalin. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that it's good. I'm just saying
Yeah.
elaborate on that. You can't say this stuff and then not elaborate
Yeah.
on
To
it.
me, it feels just like an edgy take.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, I don't think he loves every single idea. And,
No.
Like, so like,
No,
come
definitely
on.
not. No, definitely. I mean, like China, right? Chinese Communist Party, they're terrible, but they ban like trans and homosexual stuff off their TikTok, which
Yeah.
I mean,
they do some
I
good
think that's pretty
stuff.
based.
Yeah. But
their
Doesn't-
government's terrible.
yeah, it doesn't mean you subscribe to every single.
Yeah, exactly. Race affirming, sexually confused. What? What are you?
See this random little jabs at.
Yeah, a little psychophants. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Who are capitalizing off of dopamine rush of talking macho behind screens. These clowns fold like cheap tents when you confront them face to face. You don't want to confront him face to face. He wants to debate you, and you turn him down. What are you talking about?
yeah.
Confront them face to face. What are you saying right now?
Sit down on his show or your show and talk to him.
Do you hear yourself right now? You for this past just go back 1 year ago during the election. You're like, they don't want to debate our ideas. Leftists don't want to debate ideas. You don't want to debate this guy's ideas. What are you talking about? You're a hypocrite. Shut up. Confront them face to face. Confront him face to face. He wants to do it. He has said it multiple times. And he even said, as much as Nick Fuentes did not like Charlie Kirk, and he said whenever his assassination happened, his eulogy was great. He was like, it's so horrible that this happened to him. He's like, all I wanted to do was just debate him. All I wanted to do is just debate ideas. That's all he wanted to do. He wants to do it. Nope. Shut up, dude. Like, oh my, that genuinely pisses me off.
It's the hypocrisy. Is just
Yeah,
being
it's
shown.
ridiculous. The marshmallow pictured below would never confront the officer at the officer Tatum to his face. Never. Really? Set it up. Somebody set it up. I bet you he was willing to do it.
Oh, you're 100%.
I bet you Nick Fuentes is absolutely willing to do it.
Uh huh.
Set it up.
Bro, it's so crazy. And then down and it keeps
There you go.
going. Another one.
The guy himself.
This is the funniest tweet from Brandon Tatum.
Israel first is not Maga. The Hodge twins are. It seems like they're.
Yeah. Well,
They're
they've
based.
had Nick on their show.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Brandon Tatum.
Supporting Israel is America first. What? So funding wars is America.
They don't benefit us at all. How is the Jewish government, the Israeli government, helping you,
'cause you're
the
Christian.
U.S. citizens?
Because you're a Christian. This is what they're gonna say.
Okay.
Because you're a Christian.
Yeah, but
This guy got the call. He got the call, guys.
bro, it's so obvious. Like,
You got the call. Let's go back.
you got the call. He has been called, guys.
Like I said before, I'm not with you guys 10%, 50%. I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. I will always stand behind the country of Israel, the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather in Israel. I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't
What?
Floyd, money. You can't leave that part out, guys. Money.
have a voice.
What is he gonna do for Israel? Like, what is the benefit of having him endorsed?
I mean, money is in his name, so that tells you
Yeah,
enough.
well, besides the obvious, but like,
All right. So Matt Walsh,
this
he's
is a
looking.
little prophecy.
He's looking for a new job. After posting this clip,
If there's some breaking news of Matt Walsh fired from the Daily Wire, you know why. Play the clip.
he's looking for a new job. You
know,
know he is
yeah.
right now as we speak. He's putting job applications in. Nick, hire this guy.
What we want is for someone to unashamedly and single-mindedly advocate for Americans and Americans only. We want someone to say, you know, the only thing I care about is helping Americans. The only people I care about in the world are Americans. And we don't want to just hear that, but we want to see the action taken as well. You know, I've seen some people on social media say, hey, it's America first, but not America only. I disagree. I think it is America only. It's like I said months ago, I consider myself an American chauvinist. America first, America only, I'm an American chauvinist. I don't care about it. This is the only thing I care about. America should be the only thing you care about, especially as a leader of the country. What we want...
Boom, Matt Walsh fired from Daily
Yeah,
Wire.
fired immediately.
From only caring about America somehow. He's anti-Semite. Let the comments roll in.
Oh my God, man. Actually, let's. I kind of want to see what
let's
the
see
comments
what's
are on this, Loki. Where's my mouse at? Sorry.
But
Yeah, he's looking for a new job after posting that for sure.
like how if this does happen, how showing is it that someone
Oh,
that's
yeah, it's gonna
America
look
first
horrible.
and America only, he's the enemy now.
America first. What about Israel? But did I stutter?
Those the memes that came out of they're not
Look.
showing it.
Listen. Let me. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, there
See
it is.
what I'm
America
talking
first. What about Israel? But oh,
Did I
did I stutter? Yeah. So let me say this first. Let me get this out the way. First and foremost, I'm pro Jesus over anything else.
Yep.
Pro Christian, pro God. That's the first thing. God, family, country. That's what Charlie Kirk had in that order, and I stand by that still. God, family, and country. Okay. But I truly love this country, and yes, I'm pro Jesus first. But doesn't mean that it's pro Jesus. So that means if you're pro Jesus, you got to be pro Israel first. No, I don't.
Because the verse they use is God will bless those who bless Israel.
Mhm.
Which I feel like that is taken out of
Context, yeah.
so
I think
much.
Dave Smith had a dude like just recently that he talked about that
Oh, really?
specifically. I wish I would have pulled up some clips. I should have saved some stuff. But he had a guy on a show that he went into all that stuff, like pretty much like debunking all that. Like what? Like there's no there's there's more to that than just that piece of.
And there's
scripture.
Jesus established a new covenant, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
something like that. And we're all his children, and I don't know.
yeah. We're just a
Yeah.
bunch of dirty Gentiles, though.
Yeah, they. To the
I oppose Israel because I am America first. Supporting Israel benefits America. I don't want to benefit America. I want to oppose Israel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's see what else there is here.
And if we're supposed to bless Israel, I don't think what the government's doing is bombing innocent children and families and stuff. I don't think God would, co-sign that stuff.
What is this? John 4:22. Jesus, you Samaritans worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know. For salvation is from the Jews. What the heck? Pretty sure there's more context. Than that. Out of context, yeah. There's no way Ben Shapiro's okay with his plot line. There's no way. You know what's crazy? And I thought about this for the last couple months, and I haven't said it on the show, and I'm going to say it now. There is one thing that unites the alt-left and the alt-right. They've gotten so far, sorry, my fan, put my hand in your face, so far that they've been brought back together. And it's on one issue. Israel.
Dude, maybe this is maybe the thing that's
Is
gonna
that going to be the uniting
unite
factor?
America, man.
Is that going to be the uniting factor?
It might be.
The alt left and the alt right could possibly get along over the issue of funding foreign wars? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason why I said that Mamdani, this is the stuff that gets Mamdani elected. Whenever look at New York, right? A 300 square foot apartment is $4,000 a month. That's I'm exaggerating, not really, but a $300 square apartment, right? You sleep like this, right? Costs you $4,000 in New York, right? The rat to human ratio is absolutely out of this world. Nobody can afford groceries, okay? All this stuff, and then you hear a guy like Mamdani talk, and you're like, you know what? I actually like his idea. His ideas sound appeasing because I'm tired of this crap.
Well, what hit it home run too is like in the mayoral run, they asked all the candidates what they're gonna do when they first get elected mayor, and a lot of them like I'm going straight to Israel. We're gonna address the Israel issue. You know, we support them for mayor of New York.
For what? You're the mayor of New York.
I believe that's what lost it to them. Like, how sad did both parties fail that a communist won? How bad was the Republican nominee that a communist won? So it's like failures on all sides, man.
It's impressive. It's almost impressive how bad it is, bro. How bad they are.
People are resorting to communism because it sounds better than what
exactly
the Republicans offer.
Exactly. You're saying pro-Stalin, even
they're
communist.
They're more worried about overseas than their own the city they're gonna be a mayor of, dude. That's how he won. That's how.
Yes.
And that's how. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I see why liberals would vote for Mamdani. I'm like, you know what? It's a valid point. I'm gonna say right now, it's a valid point.
He's focused.
I don't blame you.
He's like, I don't care about it. I'm focused on New York and the New York citizens. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
I agree with that.
Valid. I'm voting for Mamdani because
he sounds more American first than
exactly. You may say, are you saying you like Zoran Mamdani? No, I'm not saying I like Zoran Mamdani, but I'm telling you, I'm like, it's valid why they would vote for him. It's valid, absolutely valid why they would vote for Zoran Mamdani.
Now his idea, the communists, they never work.
But I mean, when you consistently hear about another mayor of a city, the biggest city in the country, you're mayor of New York. Your job is to do the job for the people of New York. The people that have to worry about foreign affairs, that's for hired people up in the government. That's for Congress. That's for the president. That's for them to worry about. They deal with that. Your job is to worry about the local people, local Americans, everyday Americans in New York. And you're worried about Israel? Are you serious? Really? Yeah. And how did Zoran Mamdani win? Because you're retarded. That's why. It's that simple. That's it. That's all it is.
Ran a terrible candidate. I was worried about stuff that has nothing to do with,
It's not hard, guys. It's pretty simple. That's all of our clips for today.
Yep. It's just simple. Support the candidate that is America first and America only, like Matt Walsh said.
Yeah. Here, I want to show this one.
Yeah.
Let's show Matt Walsh's boss.
The perception, the legacy media is like owned by the Jews. And
I was going to say, Ben, come on.
Let him speak. Let him cook.
I mean, they are.
You Jews own the media, Ben. So, I mean, come on.
Look at his face, bro. Look at his face. He's like,
he needs to go.
He has a face of, nuh-uh.
No, you.
No. We don't own it. Yes, you do.
By all the wonderful headlines you guys get.
Well, I mean, dude, the accusation that we own the media has not prevented, the Daily Wire from employing people who radically disagree with me on.
Where's Candace?
Yeah,
where's Candace?
What happened to her?
Where's Candace? And actually, where's Matt Walsh going to be in a couple of days?
Come on, Ben.
Come on,
Stop lying.
Come on, bro. Just say it, bro. Come on, man.
You know, there's an article way back in the day where you advocate for ethnic cleansing. Go do some research, guys. I'm not pulling this out of my butt.
Are they doing that in Gaza right now?
There's an article where Ben advocates for ethnic cleansing. I'm just putting that out there, guys.
Oh, my God.
All of these matters. I mean, I don't agree with Matt Walsh on foreign policy. Matt, obviously, is a major host over at Daily Wire. And that's just my shop. And I'm overtly pro-Israel. Right? I mean, I'm not making any...
Okay, so what happened? Again, what happened to Candace? Where's Candace? Where is Candace? Oh yeah, that's right. Now the Daily Wire.
Bones about this. I'm a Jew and I'm a Zionist. I'm not going to pretend that to say otherwise would be absolutely silly. To suggest that some sort of atheistic Jewish person by birth who does not care about Judaism or Israel owning the New York Times means the New York Times is pro-Israel is to ignore literally every bit of coverage they have ever done for my entire lifetime. The perception, the legacy media.
Charlie was on to him. He was on, and with the text coming out and all that aftermath of his shooting, he was slowly turning because he was being hammered by by his young base. What's going on with Israel? This doesn't seem like I can support this. He was being hammered by his own people.
And then he's being hammered by the donors.
Yep.
You better not turn on us. We're gonna pull our money. You anti-Semite. They're already calling him an anti-Semite.
Yep.
They had called Charlie Kirk an
just
anti-Semite.
questioning.
Yes. So of course he was turning on the movement.
Yep.
And then of course, going back to what I said at the beginning of the show, Nick Fuentes had a point whenever he said that he had infiltrated, that his ideas had infiltrated guys within Turning Point. He was 100% right. Because now that Charlie Kirk has unfortunately been taken away from us, the Turning Point movement died because now it's been hijacked by the establishment. I feel like Charlie Kirk was the last standing thing in the way, and maybe Turning Point USA could have gone a different direction if he was still alive. And now those guys are all groypers. It's that simple. They've all turned to Nick Fuentes, and now Nick Fuentes is their voice. Now they've gone to a more extremist side.
Do you know what's crazy? So you know what AIPAC is, the American Israel whatever. It's a big donor lobby party.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, Google AIPAC. But you know who's the biggest donor to AIPAC?
Who?
OnlyFans. Guess who owns OnlyFans? Just guess the type of person that owns OnlyFans. Bro, they're a small population, but they make up a lot of the power. People that have power, the media.
And this is the thing. We don't hate Jews. We're not saying we hate you. We hate Jews. Jews are bad. No. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying we do not want to fund foreign wars.
Yeah.
And we do not want to be funding a foreign country that, meanwhile, our economy is in shambles. Inflation is up. People can't afford anything. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking America first. And I know that's like becoming a like taboo thing to say. It's like saying the boogeyman. It's like ushering the boogeyman in, saying America first.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's like it's so stupid.
It's like saying Bloody Mary. I'm just saying America first. I care more about what's happening in our country than what's going on overseas. I don't care. That's why I voted for Trump. Do I regret my vote for Trump in 2024? Absolutely not. But I don't want to Kamala Harris.
I think it would have been way worse.
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't regret my vote for Trump. I'm saying that right now. I don't.
Same.
But still, I'm like, that's like the whole Epstein thing, right? Supposedly they're voting for Renan this week to release everything. Let's see how that goes.
I doubt it. That's my prediction. Nothing's gonna come out. Nothing ever will come out. Maybe
50 years from now.
Yeah, I mean, when everybody that was on it is dead.
When none of it matters anymore.
That's when. But and I think that's when MAGA, because going back to the title and the themes, I think that's when MAGA really started going downhill. Was when he refused to release the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it died with Charlie Kirk too.
Yeah, that was another big hit because tpusa is gonna be taking over. Ben Shapiro right away was one of the first ones. I will take his stand.
Bloody microphone, he said.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
His words.
Yeah. You're not going to be nowhere.
And I will shift it towards my agenda.
Exactly.
Because it was shifting away from their agenda. That's what was beginning to happen. It was starting to shift away, and that's why he was in a hard place because donors and then his base was like there's gropers and his base already like, hey, what's going on with Israel? Like, what's going on? Like Nick Fuentes has some valid points about what's going on about us funding foreign wars. They got a point. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. So here's the age-old question: do you consider yourself MAGA?
Do I consider myself
MAGA?
MAGA?
Do you consider yourself MAGA?
No.
No.
I'm flat out come out and say it. No, I'm no longer MAGA. And you may ask, are you a groyper?
we got to define these things first.
Yeah,
Like, what
mean,
if MAGA is for endless wars, supporting foreign countries? I'm not
then no.
MAGA either.
And I'm sorry,
Not
but
America first. I'm not MAGA.
yeah, MAGA's not. Yeah, MAGA's not for America first anymore.
Mm-mm.
MAGA's not for
Been
America
hijacked.
first. And you may say, are you a groiper now? I mean, do I think Nick Fuentes has a lot of valid points? Do I agree with him 100%? No. I mean, and if you want to call me a groiper for believing in that I don't want to fund foreign wars, fine. Call me what you want. I'm pro Jesus first and foremost. Okay, pro Christian, and then family, then God. Again, going back to Charlie Kirk's philosophy on that, I stand by that 100%.
Yeah.
Still, that's the best order to have.
Mhm.
That is that's the right order of having everything in your life.
Yeah.
I'm an American, pro Jesus first, and then I'm an American.
Yeah.
And I love this country. I love what this country has stood for. I voted for Trump for him to fix the economy, deport these illegal immigrants. Now saying, well, what about to end the war? Yeah, to end wars. Yeah, fine. Like the Ukrainian war and the stuff that's happening in Gaza. Yeah, if he can get that stuff over and done with, fine.
And people will argue like he's ended wars. He ended like some other like obscure country we don't really care about.
Apparently, that he like destroyed ISIS single-handedly. That was one of like his achievements.
The wars that really meant like Ukraine and Israel. Those are the ones that people are really like in those ones, but he hasn't done nothing. Just sending more money.
Exactly.
He's ended these other obscure ones. Cool, good
money
job,
we don't have.
But yeah.
Why can't we get Doge to get? Why can't we get Doge in there to figure it out?
Doge is gone.
Yeah.
Doge was a vehicle for Palantir, bro. I did that, and so I sent Rudy a video of Sam Hyde interviewing Nick Fuentes, and he talks about Palantir more in that. And Palantir is scary, guys. It's yeah, well, we can go into a different episode, but I think Doge was a vehicle to get Palantir in, so to surveil all U.S. citizens. They got all your stuff in like they got it all. They got all of our information. But yeah.
And then
continue on.
And then it's just weird because you got platforms like TikTok. All of a sudden, super pro left platform. And then all of a sudden, there's pushes to, ban any sort of, like, if you want to hear about anti-Israel rhetoric, I think TikTok was one of the biggest platforms for anti-Israel rhetoric. That was coming from the left, right? A bunch of pro-Palestine. If you wanted to be a pro-Palestine person, TikTok was your place to be. Now it's like been taken over, and it's like, no, we're gonna shut that down now. We're gonna shut that down.
Dude, it's man, we're not allowed to talk, or it's the same battle we're fighting with the last administration, man. It's the same
it's
stuff.
The same thing, man.
Like, I lost a lot of faith in like our whole voting system, and just like, because do they have power? They're just gonna get corrupted by the establishment, by these lobbyists. And
well, that's why, again, go back to Zoran Mamdani. That's why Zoran Mamdani got elected.
Because he was
Yes, this is why Zoran Mamdani got elected. People would rather hear the call to prayer at 5 a.m.
And free stuff. The offer of free stuff is
the
always
offer
enticing.
Of free stuff. Yeah, it's always enticing. It's enticing to me. I'm like, if I live in New York, bro.
Did you see that tweet? Trump's like going to give every citizen $2,000 more. More Trump bucks are coming in.
Trump bucks.
Supposedly, but that's like another bribe. I feel like our administration is doing what you want, but here, treat the Trump bucks. And then the 50-year mortgage thing that he's proposing, I'm like,
50-year.
That sounds like a bad deal to me.
Oh my God!
Just so
30? You think 30 is bad?
Yeah, just so you get screwed on tax and still pay property tax at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on,
keep
man.
you paying property. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like he's doing these last-minute things to like hold on to any sort of his base. But
yeah, because the people that are kind of turning on him, that voted for him, are like, okay, well, everything still sucks, dude. Economy's trash. You're too busy funding foreign wars. That's the thing. And again, we'll go back. This is why Zoran Mamdani's going to be mayor of New York.
He is new mayor of New York.
Well, he's not hasn't been sworn in. That's why he's mayor. Like January 1st, he's sworn in. But that's why he's going to be mayor of New York, because of his talking points. Because he's supposed to be the anti-establishment guy. He's supposed to be, he's the drain. He's like the swamp, equivalent of the right. He's the Trump of the right, really, or of the left. Sorry, he's the Trump of the left is really what it is. Kind of like that same kind of thing. Now I don't know. Like I said, I don't. And I was saying, "Oh, you agree with Zoran Mamdani?" He's like, "No, I'm still worried for New York." I'm
They
like,
go-
"Oh my God!" But I see it's like valid. Okay, yeah, they voted for the guy. Yeah, I mean, I see why.
A lot of his communist policies are probably flawed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Heard people break them down. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
very hopeful thinking, but
Yeah.
it just shows like that's what's going on here in our countries because we're focused on other stuff and the politicians and the people in leader are not touched into like what Americans really care about.
No, they're out of touch. You thought the left is out of touch. I mean, the right is just out of touch. It seems like
Yes.
they just cannot get. Like, dude, it's not hard.
But that's been the conversation like forever. Like they're in their own bubble over in Washington D.C. That's why that suburbs are the richest is because they all profit off of each other. They pass these policies and still insider trading isn't illegal somehow. So they get to
They get
take out stocks, put in stocks with the policies that they pass.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
it's all they're in their bubble. They're not.
Yeah,
They're
getting
not
rich.
they're not tuned into the American
All of a sudden, as soon as they get in office, they become millionaires within years,
with
within months.
with 100K
With a
salary.
100K salary. What's your net worth?
Worth millions.
50 million.
They're just really great investors. They're the best.
They're great at saving money, I guess.
They're-
My salary's I make $200,000 a year as a senator. Yeah, what's your net worth? 150 million.
They're better than Warren Buffett. The top of the financial dudes. They're better than them.
Oh my God, man.
It's just all luck though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, what Atreyo said is like, it makes you lose faith in all this stuff, man. Like, it's like, wow, they're really no different. Left and right are really no different. Like, they're all the same. Like,
Mhm.
they're all the same. And then sometimes it's like, again, going back to Zoran Mamdani, it's like, yeah, you're gonna vote for that. You're like, yeah, it's like in a way, it's like it's like almost voting for who can I vote for? Who most extremist? What can I show how can I effectively show a middle finger to the establishment?
Yeah.
In what way can I flip off the establishment?
And it's a valid response because everything we've been doing now, like it hasn't been working.
Mhm.
These moderate policies and these moderate people that aren't gonna do extreme stuff, they haven't been getting nothing done. So maybe if I vote for this dude that has extreme ideas or whatever, maybe he'll actually get something done. That's kind of how it is with Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes now.
Mhm.
Charlie Kirk was a very moderate position, and they killed him, and so now everyone's a big middle finger to
Yeah.
that. It's like, okay, we're just gonna
Zoran
This is the-
Mamdani is a middle finger. Nick Fuentes is a middle finger.
boom.
Double middle finger. Nick
Yeah.
Fuentes. Candace, middle finger.
Tucker Carlson,
Nope.
middle finger.
Middle finger.
All these,
Dave Smith, middle
yeah,
finger.
all
They're
these
middle
not
fingers.
MAGA people.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying middle finger. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's why when Atreyo, you asked me, am I MAGA? No. I'll flat out say right now, I'm not MAGA.
Yeah,
I'm not.
because what MAGA is right now is pro-establishment, pro
Mhm.
and forever wars, pro sending money to foreign countries that we don't. It's all enriching their pockets than helping the American
Yeah,
citizen.
I thought we were supposed to be about helping the American people. I thought
America first.
I thought this was administration. I thought the whole MAGA movement was going to be America first.
Same. That was my biggest argument for them is America first. I was like, that you can't argue against. If you're American, you can't go against America first.
Yeah.
But it was a lie.
Absolute freaking lie, man.
Guys
It's a
can't-
scam. I think there was a clip of Nick Fuentes like several months ago that I saw that was like he went to the whole like MAGA's a scam, and I was like, dang. I was like I was like one of the first few times I started like hearing about him, and I was like, dang. I was like, I mean, he's not wrong. Like he's straight up spitting facts. Like a lot of the stuff is true. Like yeah, it is a scam. Like you've been duped.
We've been duped, yeah, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that he had like the foresight to see all this like crumble and like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Where do we go from here now? That's kind of like the message and like what I've been like, because I don't like to identify as myself as like in one group. Like first of
Yeah.
all, Christian.
Yeah.
That's like the big thing. That's the big title I like to claim.
Yeah.
Obviously American, but Christian above all. But like I listen to all these other people with ideas like Nick. I listen to him sometimes. Dave Smith.
I listen to
listen
Hassan.
Yes, we listen to the opposite people. It's like, but just to
I like
like,
to listen to Hassan
yeah,
sometimes.
and it's just that's what I encourage other people just to listen to other ideas, so to get your own conclusions.
Yeah.
You're hearing both sides of the story or different sides. It's not just one perspective,
Mhm.
and I guess the best message right now is like, you know, control what you can control in your life. Like a
Mhm.
lot of stuff like we can't control, like looking on social media and stuff. Like, you know, I get like guess like I don't know, anxious or angry or just normal reactions from looking at social media too much. But I guess if you do not need control in your life, just focus on what you can. Making
Mhm.
your life better, exercising, whatever that is. Reading your Bible, being more spiritual. Like that's the only things we can control in our life. So make it the best.
Yeah.
These people can't do nothing for you. So
Yeah.
be self-sufficient. Get a hobby, do something you like and you enjoy, gives you purpose.
Get off the internet.
Get off. That's a big
Get
one.
off the internet.
Go to church.
Get off the internet. Go to church.
Read
Get
your
yourself.
Bible.
Get yourself in the. Trying to grab it.
Got it. Reaching over. Yeah, that's my message right now. I don't. That's the best message right there, though.
This is the instruction to your life right here.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Not the Talmud. This is not the Talmud. This is the Bible. Holy Bible. So you know.
Old Testament, New Testament. It has Jesus, his
There's
words in
Jesus.
red.
Yes, his words in red.
The best verses.
Yes. Yeah, and physical one too. I use my phone a lot to read the Bible, and I do for my devotionals. But
Get a physical.
biggest
one,
thing, yeah, you want to have the physical thing, and I always have it
Always
right
have
here.
it, yep.
So, yeah, no, yeah, you do, yeah. Get your face dug into this book. You need to be. This is where this is where you need to be feeding your mind, right? And I know, like, we play all these clips from X and try to, limit yourself how much you feed yourself of this stuff.
Yeah, because it's really important. My mom asked me this. I told you, but like, what are you like feeding yourself? Like, is it anger that you're consuming? Is it gonna stir up anger in you? Or is it gonna stir up good stuff?
What'd you
in
rage
life?
bait her with?
I was like, I listen to Nick Fuente. Just to be a rage bait, but
Just a rage bait.
it was
That's
about
funny.
it's about a question. I've been pondering on it. I'm like, yeah, it's true because
Yeah.
it's gonna leak, especially having a daughter. It's gonna leak into her life if
Yeah.
I'm have this anger stirred up. In me all
Yeah,
the
and I've been like, I listen, like I said, to the different ideas, but I feel like a lot I've been, like, I feel like my social media feed, I've fed it more with like, me being a musician. I feel like I've been seeing more
Yeah,
music
yeah.
stuff on my feed lately,
Mhm.
more UFC stuff. I feel like a lot of this stuff has been like, I've like kind of gotten it out of my feed a little bit. I still
Yeah.
see some stuff here and there, but like lately, like this week has been a little crazier because with Nick being on Tucker Carlson and
But it's all about balance. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not saying it's bad to consume this kind of content.
you need to be
but
aware of what's going on.
Yeah,
Regardless.
but like if you're doing it too much and like
Yeah.
it'll
Oh yeah, definitely.
it'll bring up bad things.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
But it's a good balance to have.
yeah, we'll see what happens this week. We'll see what happens with the Epstein stuff. Whenever we went out and we interviewed those Charlie Kirk protesters, there was this lady that she mentioned the Epstein files, and I know I was like, I pretended to be on their side, but that was a genuine point that she made. That if I would have like blown my cover and I would have said, I'm conservative, I voted for Trump, but you're talking about the Epstein files, that would be something I'd say, what, I actually agree with you on that. We do need to see that. We do need to see transparency. I thought this whole administration was supposed to be about transparency.
Yeah.
I thought that's what they ran on transparency. Like, guys, we're gonna use Doge. Like, we're gonna show you everything we're doing, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, well, we've heard like a lot of. I wasn't aware of this, but hearing about that they were gonna vote on the Epstein files being released, and all of a sudden the government gets shut down. It's like, well, what's up with that? That's kind of weird. What a coincidence.
Yeah. And we didn't even mention that. We just got out of a big old government shutdown.
Yeah, just recently.
That was a whole nother thing.
But now they're saying that supposedly they're about to release it. Mike Johnson said they're saying that there's going to be a lot of Republicans that are going to turn on Trump. This is going to be the one where they turn and say, no, we're going to release this stuff. I hope they do. I hope it's true, man.
Please,
I hope it's true. But it's like, well, those Republicans aren't MAGA. Well, guess what? I'm not MAGA either. MAGA can go to hell.
If MAGA is pro pedophiles, I'm not MAGA.
MAGA can go to hell for all I care.
Yes, bro.
I don't care. Fine, whatever. I'm not MAGA. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, go ahead. Keep your little stupid movement. I don't care. Not even pro-Israel first. It should be. I was gonna say that, but that would have sounded really, really, really bad. I thought about it. And I saved myself. Instead of it being MAGA, it could be MIGA. I was gonna say it, but if I say it, it's gonna sound really, really bad. Or actually, you know what? I'll say it with a MIGA, not the other one. MIGA.
There you go.
MIGA. Make Israel great again is what it seems like. MIGA. MAGA, you mean MIGA?
Yeah.
Or even MUGA. Make Ukraine great again. MUGA. What are we?
Make any other country besides America great again.
Yeah.
That's what it can be. It's a long one. But.
Make other countries great again.
Yeah.
MOGA. Make others great again instead of America. Anything but America.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what MAGA is. I don't want anything to do with it. Whatever. I don't care.
And we're not, to be clear, we're not anti-Jew and like.
No, we're not.
The Jewish people are the reason. It's the government that. It's really just our government sending them money and being affiliated with them too much over American citizens. That's really what it is. We're not.
Exactly.
We're Christians. We can't hate anybody.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was also so pro mass deportations. We're putting other foreign people that are they're not even supposed to be here. They're not even American citizens over our own interests. Again, our economy is in shambles. Inflation is high. Nobody can afford to live. This is what I'm talking about. This is why people are tired about it. And that's why I'm like, oh yeah, I listen to people like Zoran Mamdani with all his points. Yeah, it sounds great. F the establishment. I want free stuff. I can't afford anything. Yep, you have my vote. Mm-hmm. And then look where we are.
This is another thing I want to go into just a little bit before. But like the whole that was a big conversation recently with the SNAP because the government was shut down. Yeah, it's bad that people are getting their benefits. A lot of people do take advantage, and that they use it as an excuse not to work or whatever. But let's get to like the root. Like hear people arguing like it's this administration's fault that they're not giving out. It's whatever. It's the past. But let's get to the root. Like let's get to the reason why. Why are so many Americans have to be on benefits? Why can't so many Americans pay for their own groceries? Let's get to the real.
Because they
root.
can't afford it.
And why can't we afford it?
Wages are down and inflation's up.
Why is inflation so up so much? Because we're sending money to other countries to fight these wars.
The inflation, the rising wages are not keeping up with inflation. It's so unbalanced.
Because we're just printing money and sending it like we don't have no other care in the world. That's the real reason. I don't know.
Fun foreign wars.
Exactly. Let's.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, should America not invest in their military, or should we not be prepared for a global catastrophe? No, I'm not saying that. We should definitely invest into our defense and always be super prepared and always have the best technology, the best fighter jets, the best everything. Our military defense should be top tier. I'm not saying it should not be. I'm definitely not like, oh, you're anti-defense, you're anti-military. No. I'm definitely pro-military. I'm definitely pro-defense. We should have the best cutting-edge technology of defense anywhere in the world. That's how we protect our freedom. That's how we protect our livelihood. I 100% agree. We should definitely spend our money in bettering ourselves and having ourselves being prepared. Like, nobody should want to mess with us because we're America. We're the greatest country in the world. Definitely pro-defense. But we should not be sending all technology and sending all the money for everybody else to do whatever they want to do. No.
But also they're dragging us into wars that we have no say in. Like the government, that's how America, like the Constitution is all the ultimate authority, and these government workers work for the American people. They're just dragging us in, sending money that we don't.
It's almost like they're our boss.
Exactly.
Instead of the other way around. It's the other way around. We are their boss.
Yes.
We the people. We're the boss.
We're the boss.
You ain't gonna do your job. You're fired. Get out.
So if we can't vote, we have no say so on these wars that they're bringing us in, and we gotta pay for them. So like we should at least have a say so, or we didn't choose to be an empire like the. I don't know. That's like a whole other discussion of like, should America be an empire? I'm like, I don't know. The Constitution. I don't know if they had America being an empire when they first, created the country. And
No, I don't think so.
And it,
I think the forefathers are definitely very America first.
yeah, oh for sure. Yeah, and at least let the American people have a say so in the wars we enter in.
Yeah.
Because right now it's just we gotta pay for it, and we have no say so.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
we're struggling to pay for our groceries. We're struggling to pay for the basic necessities.
We're struggling to live.
And these politicians are, you're taking advantage of these arguments and like, oh, I can fix that for you. Vote for me. I can fix it.
Yeah.
And they got
you
other
get duped.
exactly.
You get absolutely duped.
Yeah, guys, it's.
And then you get extremists that come out and they're like, after the establishment, where everything's free. And everyone's like, yeah, after the establishment. Zoran, you got my vote. I'm like, yeah, I would vote for him too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
The middle fingers are you're gonna be the winning party.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, if I've been struggling this whole time and I can in groceries and it's in the conditions of living in New York are ridiculous, yeah, I'll vote for Mom Donnie.
Yep. It don't sound so bad. Some free stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
In New York where everything's unaffordable.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Zoran, you got my vote, man.
Yeah, it's insane. So that's control what you can't control, guys. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of stuff we can't, and it can drive up anxiety and stress. But
yeah,
you can't control everything in the world.
Nope, definitely not.
You can't control your actions. You control your diet. You control your mental health, your spirituality. That's the things.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I know this is a much different episode than we've done. It's just, we had to talk about this stuff. Everything that was happening, we had to talk about it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I'm sure libs are gonna love this episode. I feel like we just consistently. We went the other way. We usually just trashing, left policies, leftist stuff. Oh yeah.
But that's we're not.
It shows
that's
we're
why
not an
we
echo
preach
chamber.
against the my team versus your team. It's like, yeah, sometimes we may like attack the other teams, but like we Christian first of all, God, that's a big thing, and then family, country. But it was just we're just trying to show the truth to you guys and let y'all just there's a lot of lies and stuff around, so we're just trying to shed light on stuff that matters to us, that we think matters, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today. Hit subscribe, like the stream, like the video, even if you didn't watch it live. If you made it to the end of the video by going back and watching it, hit hit subscribe if you like the content that you're seeing. Follow us at Base Certified on TikTok and Instagram, and we will catch you guys in the next stream or next video that we post. Whatever content we post, we'll see you in the next one. This is the place where
conservatives crash out. Thank you guys.